Hi, I'm the cat toy lady. Today's project is going to be a flower cat bed. You can kind of see here, I made a prototype out of paper plates, just so I could kind of get an idea of what to do. I did get my plates from the dollar store, but not all my materials today are going to be from the dollar store itself. Some are going to be from the craft store too, and some heavy duty glue. This is a project that if you have a sewing machine, you can use this sewing machine and make it look very pretty. But today I'm doing this for the people that do not know how to sew, to show that anyone can do this. I bought plastic plates from the dollar store, 5 of the little and 1 of the big. The color doesn't matter because you're going to be covering it up. In the little spa section at the dollar store, I did buy a round throw pillow. So the fabric I'm using today happens to be fuzzy fabric that I already had. It came from one of the craft stores, but if you want to do this with only dollar store, some options for you. They do sell rolls of fabric. If you want something soft and plush, baby blankets, or the Car microfiber drying cloth. It's lint free, so it's not going to get fuzzies everywhere for your cat. And unless you want to kill a whole bunch of pillows from the dollar store, make it easy. Just go to the craft store and get yourself some polyfill and my glues. To get started, we're going to work with the small plates. We're going to cover them in fabric and stuff them like a pillow. So I'm going to show you how to do this on just one plate, but really you're going to repeat this and do it on all 5 plates. For one of your pieces, trace all the way around the edge of your plate. For the next piece, you're gonna go about 1 inch out. Of course, you don't have to be exact. Now cut these out. Set the smaller one to the side. Take your plate, flip it over. You want it upside down. Now we're gonna run glue around the edge, 1/4 of a plate at a time, and attach the fabric. Any pieces sticking up, leaving a wrinkle, you can glue down. I left the last 1/4 open so we can stuff it. All right, take your stuffing and start packing it in. I'm making sure to spread it around the edge. But don't worry about this bottom section right here. You don't need to put stuffing in it. Now turn it back over and seal that last bit. You may need to tug on it a little to make the fabric move. Pull it nice and snug. Now take your smaller piece and we're going to glue it to cover up any of the ugliness. Don't go too close to the edge when putting your glue down. There we go. Our first petal is done, and it has that empty spot right here for where the pillow will sit later. Do this 4 more times. Okay. Here comes the tricky part. I'm going to sand off some of the shiny part to the big plate. Then I'm going to start gluing on my petals, which are all done, so I can glue to the plate my petals. I'm going to glue them on this lip, that way they stand up a little. And when I glue, I'm going to glue 1, 2, 3, so make a triangle out of them, and then the last 2 will go in between. Let's glue this. So that particular glue, not the best. It didn't even dry overnight. So I'm going to do 2 holes and a zip tie running in between just to secure the plates together in the middle. Okay, that is much better. The glue didn't hold. I didn't want to dry overnight, so I used my Dremel. I put 4 holes in it, 2 zip ties, and we're back in business. I've got the petals clamped in between a small plate and the large plate. And now, because I have some ugliness going on down here, I'm going to take some of my favorite chunky yarn, which you've seen in other videos, and just run it along the edge underneath to hide that ugly. And of course, I'm cutting the top of the zip ties. Now for the final touch, that pillow, flop it on top. And we're done. And just think, I make all the mistakes, that way when you go to do it yourself, you don't make them. How cool is this cat bed? Do you need something for your cat to play with, not just lay in? Try making this guy. He rattles, he makes sounds like a bird in the leaves, and he's so easy to make. He can be attached to a wand toy or played with all by himself. Did you see the sign? Now go make your cat some toys.